Hi guys, welcome to our blog. So today we will bring you guys explore the world of global issues towards Malaysian India. As we know, Malaysia is a place for its rich cultural diversity. We have Indians, Malay and also Chinese community. Unfortunately, the Indian community is severely suffering from post-war discrimination. Despite legal protection, stereotype and discrimination still exist in our life and give a bad impact in our daily life. Once upon a time, the Tamil workers were brought in during British colonial, mostly for plantation work, are the first one generation of Malaysian Indians. They nevertheless deal with the assumption that they are distinguished, dangerous and uneducated. Stereotypes like this affect relationship in workplace, learning environment and also social environment.
The first concept is behavior. Malaysian citizens have a behavior stereotype which unfairly characterize Malaysian Indian as uneducated, dirty and dangerous. But in reality, there are many Malaysian Indian are well educated, successful, and this misconception is still exists, and it is influence how people are treated in social, education, and work environment. So the second point is discrimination. So discrimination involves unfair treatment based on ethnicity, such as landlord rejecting Indian Malaysian solely due to their ethnicity. So this approach to maintain economic inequality ignores human equal access to home and feeds into harmful preconception.
In addition, Malaysian Indians are sometimes portrayed as the ones that are usually being a heavy drinker and prone to doing crimes and also lack of hygiene. Although in these times right now, they are now well educated and being better than the before. And for the evidence, Priya's experience highlight the negative consequences of racial microaggression. Priya experienced verbal abuse and racist discrimination in her daily interaction, exposing precisely how ingrained these stereotypes are in common society.
So the next one is critical reasoning. These stereotypes not only undermine the achievement and contribution of Malaysian Indian, but they also need help to maintain systematic discrimination in the workplace and in social environment. Their abilities to fully engage in society is limited due to discrimination, which leads to unfair treatment.
Vidini's Raj's experience provide an interesting example of this problem. Because of her Indian background, she was turned down by over 300 brokers and landlords despite having a good credit history and reputations for cleanliness. This type of discriminations limit housing options and keep economic inequality in the community. This type of discrimination not only causes social and economic inequality, but also violate human rights. It reinforces negative assumptions and preventing Malaysian Indians from obtaining proper and secure home, impacting their overall well-being and sense of belonging in society.
Alright, for Malaysian Indian, housing discrimination is still a major challenge. Even with their qualification and steady income, they constantly encounter landlords who refuse to rent them because of their race.
To conclude, the situation of Malaysian Indian highlight how critical it is to overcome stereotype and discrimination. This prejudice nevertheless cause people to be isolated and limit their chances of success. Malaysia might develop more diverse society where all people, irrespective of their background, have equal rights and opportunities by confronting stereotypes, promoting intercultural knowledge, and strictly enforcing anti-discrimination legislation.
So we move to the experience of Malaysian Indian, where discriminatory housing and behavior practice are the sign of larger social issue that needs more awareness and cohesive action. Let's work towards a Malaysia where everyone can live without fear of prejudice and discrimination, where the diversity is really welcome.
Together, let's strive for a more equitable and just society.